Key TV, your Caribbean Talent Network, joins you in celebrating this Black History Month.
The Caribbean community has made such stalwart contributions to Black history, and this month we pay homage to our contributors.
Of course, there's an extensive list and we salute each and every person. But let's start by introducing you to some who've inspired us personally.
We salute all our athletes who made history at last year's Summer Olympic Games. Now among them, 19-year-old Karani James, who brought home Grenada's first Olympic gold medal.
Grenada winning gold in the Olympics. Want to say big up to Kirani. Kirani made all of us proud. I think he made the whole Caribbean proud. It was a moment in Grenada. That's when everything dropped. You see tears of joy, we party, because it was history.
And of course, the world's fastest man, Jamaica's Usain Bolt, whose record-breaking speed landed him in history books.
The late Lieutenant Governor Mervyn Dingley, who was born in Trinidad and Tobago and left the island at age 19 to study journalism in the United States. Over a 4-decade political career span, Dingley became one of the greatest and most influential figures in American history. He was California's first Black state senator and the state's only Black lieutenant governor. Dingley was an emblem of Caribbean pride and continued to do exemplary work in human rights and underserved communities up to the time of his passing in October last year. MyKey TV, your Caribbean Talent Network, had the privilege of attending the memorial service and saw firsthand some of the lives that were influenced by the late great Lieutenant Governor Mervyn Dingley. From nursing school students in South LA to the highest ranking officials in government, to civil rights activist Jesse Jackson, all turned out to pay homage to the late great man from the Caribbean.
The Caribbean also did its part in pop culture history recently. Both Rihanna from Barbados and Nicki Minaj from Trinidad and Tobago dominated the American Music Awards. And let's not forget, February is also Reggae Month. So we also celebrate Bob Marley, the Jamaican reggae superstar who has taken reggae onto the world stage.
As for me, my personal Black history inspiration comes from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Just because not only was he a man of God, he was also a man for the people. And he paved the way for people like me and the rest of the Caribbean to have a great life in the United States. He gave people a sense of community and a sense of belonging. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
As for me, my personal Black history inspiration comes from the Hall of Famer Irvin Magic Johnson. The man puts God first, and that's very important to me. And somebody who came and was a superstar in athletics has translated into the business world and is still humble. And that's one of the things that I can take as an inspiration from him. And also, he's never forgotten his roots. And that's why Irvin Magic Johnson is my inspiration for Black History Month.
My personal Black history inspiration comes from the one and only Mr. Edison Alfred, all the way from the fabulous foothills of La Porta Avenue in Diego Martin, Trinidad. This man has always inspired me from very, very young. He was my youth director. He always inspired me to reach for the stars, to try hard, to persevere, to just go after your dreams and goals. And I did listen. So thank you so much, Mr. Edison Alfred. You are my personal Black History Month inspiration.
This February, MyKey TV, your Caribbean Talent Network, will also create history of its own, with brand new original scripted programs starting late this month. So, for the more than 100,000 MyKey TV viewers who have helped us create history, we thank you and we celebrate you this Black History Month. As you know, we take pride in educating, entertaining and informing you. So for this Black History Month, we challenge you and encourage you to learn your history.
And let's start with something very familiar to you.
So tell us, are you Caribbean or West Indian? Are Belize and Guyana islands in the Caribbean?
Is there a difference between Dominica and the Dominican Republic? That's the DR.
What about the Turks and Caicos Islands and the Bahamas? How are they extra special to the Caribbean?
And is Mexico a Caribbean country?
Yeah, sure, we'd like to tell you the answers, but you know what they say in the Caribbean? Give a man a fish, you feed him for a deer. Teach a man for fish, you feed him for life. Thank you so much for watching My Key TV, your Caribbean talent network. My Key TV, Afiala way. Remember that.
Good night. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM, and next Wednesday night we're there with you. The Black History Month of February. Yes, we're there with you. You listen to Ras Michael and the Sons of Negos from them time there. Album produced by the man called Tommy Kwan. Yes. So, may I tell you, this month is a busy month. Whole heap of things taking place. Whole heap of things. The main one is the achievement, lifetime achievement that will take place out at Beaumont Beach. So all the one, you know, it's the first time we didn't know Beaumont, East, out at East. We never ever called it East Kingston. I don't even know if them days it was St. Andrew. I think it is called St. Andrew now. But we used to say East, out at East, or out at Rockfort. We say West, you know, so everybody when you say West at Trenchtown, you talk about. But it's a very historical, it's a historical place. Very historical. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I know it's out there big, but it's small still. Give them IRFM promotion, and when you know, so when IRFM keeps something, it's massive, you know, very massive. So, we, without a doubt, we know to the people them are there. But when the people them come and know, so well, it's a free thing. But no means that you free now, you forget your discipline. Because we see we're going when things keep on the ground, just so. So we are really plead to the people them from now. We are plead to the people them from now. If you don't know so well, I refer my provide a situation and a space for really recognize people who has done great works for the music. And we want to come and celebrate the great works for the music and the person, Bonnie Wheeler, who is part of that great works within the music. But we don't want to be saddened because of the people's them behavior. We don't want it come like say, we can't celebrate without leaving a little stain. You understand? Like what we say, go on out just so. So we beseech the people them say, we want the Sunday to be a Sunday that will resonate across the world. We say, yes, I saw it go. We love it. You understand? We never want to repeat this again, you know. We never want to repeat that again, you understand? Because it come like when you repeat things, the people them decide. So the people them get unruly when you repeat it. But we just want to say it. We just want to say it. Because, you know, them really, our duty to say it. We want the people them come with them cleanest behavior. We're not talking about no best behavior, because we don't want to fight now go out there, but we're talking about cleanliness. That means, you know, really left the place where when you look on the place. Because remember, say a beach we're going to near to, you know. Breeze are going there, you know, it's a breeze blow plastic buckle. Yeah, breeze blow plastic buckle. So we don't want, when the breeze blow the plastic buckle, it really go in the sea, in the water. Because for those of you who don't know, historically, one of the greatest swim meet that used to keep in Jamaica was the Cross the Harbour swim meet. And that was from Beaumont Beach to Gunboat Beach. Yes. Gully Pound or evil ban when them something they are going. You know, see, the biggest swim event where used to take place in Jamaica was across the harbor thing from Beaumont to Gunboat. Them days there you could have looked down at the water and to the bottom of the sea. And I said, I don't know if you can do that right now, but that is where Beaumont come from. So we just hope to the people them know, say, well, yeah, you know them way there. And so it go. You know, say, it's very difficult for your born on the 6th. Or you born on any day. And then you go hear say, a man, very, very famous born on that day there. And even though you contribute a lot of things, and we just talk specifically about the music, even though you contribute a lot of things to the music, but because of one man's birthday who is recognized all over the world, people forget, say, you the dead. We talk about man like Bunny Ruggs, who contribute to the music, but born on the 6th, today what? Today the 7th? Today the 7th, yeah, yesterday was the 6th. Yesterday, Bunny Ruggs, it was Bunny Ruggs' birthday, the great Bunny Ruggs, who I sing before him come to the Third World Group. And after the Third World Group, him still I sing solo too. Bunny Ruggs born on the 6th of February. Bunny Ruggs. And when people remember say Bunny Ruggs' birthday, because everybody knows say Bob Marley's birthday, very difficult to born on a day like the 6th of February. But Bunny Ruggs, great contributor to the music. And he was singing solo before him go to Third World. We want to lick 2 music before him go Third World when him did with Upsetter, Lee Scratch Perry. And then we're going to play a next artist also, where born on the 6th of February. But come like people just not remember. Yes, this is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. They are with you. So as we are saying now, we are playing Bunny Ruggs. Listen to this tune here. Bunny Ruggs. Upsetter. Lee Scratch Perry. Yeah, man, I tell you, a long time the man they sing, the late Bunny Ruggs. We want to play a tune here by Bunny Ruggs, what I do with Marcia Griffiths. Believe you me, very underrated. Well, I don't people, not that them underrated, it's just that it's not play enough. But it's a great song. It's a great song. I want to play it for the people them. Bunny Ruggs, yesterday was his birthday. Music, man. You know, so the people them can't find good music to play upon the radio. All them have to do is search for it, you know. Yeah, man, and they're right in front of you sometimes, but it's not hide, you know, but sometimes it come like it to hide when they're right in front of them. But it's true, everybody I follow everybody. It's like we now get fair, listen to the wit and breadth of Jamaican artists them and what them can do. You understand? DJ them need to explore the music. Not only the one them where in a film age, but the one them where outside of film age too. Cause me know some tune where Brian never. Me have some tune on my computer where Brian never know. And him a hardcore. You understand? But the music wide, man. The Jamaican artist wide. There's so much music that if you play, you can have 10 different reggae. You can have a Jamaican soul station. We play pure Jamaican soul music. Think I joke me I make? Yeah, man, you can have a soul station. Jamaican souls. You can have jazz. Jamaican jazz. And you wouldn't run out tight neither. You wouldn't run out tight. So we're going to play now the next brethren where sometime him get lost in the Bob Marley euphoria. I tell you. Derek Harriott, Why you look my brethren Derek Harriott, you know? Derek Harriott celebrating birthday yesterday, you know. Why you him up? Derek Harriott has contributed enough to Jamaican music. You understand? So when we talk about the 6th of February, we understand Bob Marley, but you understand? We have to really give credit where credit is due. And this man due enough credit. Here we go. Why you look? And featuring Derek Harriott, hey, I tell you, when a man sing for all 50, I have enough years. Enough years that, because most of the people that were into that program now, never even, their mother never even born yet, as a matter of fact. Can you imagine that? The youth, them are into that program now. When the man start sing, their mother never born yet. A big tune I got play now by Derek Harriott, celebrating birthday yesterday. Big tune I got play now. Them tune I use so a rent-a-tile this. Rent-a-tile style. And it may not sound like much to the younger years, but trust me, old people are listening to them tune and get up at Marley Museum. Hey, by the way, I take a taxi last night. Hey, taxi man. And the lady from, maybe the lady from Tivoli know the taxi man, you know. Me left my coconut oil in your taxi, brethren. Me would love if you could have dropped it back away you dropped me last night. A Waterloo, that's all. So, anybody know this taxi man? Yeah, taxi man, the lady who didn't have the taxi with me from Tivoli, they would say, show her me come down at Tivoli with her. I don't know if you know the taxi man, but tell him, say, me left my coconut oil in my car, on the back seat. So if he could have dropped it, which part him dropped me last night, I would really appreciate that. Because that was a birthday gift. And it really sad when me left my birthday gift in that taxi. You understand? All right, so, yes. Derek Harriott. Is now the place where it do there now is now a bank on Half Tree Road there, right beside Plaza here today. Believe you me, Wheelers playing there one night. I have a big, I don't know what it happened to him, some cut over him, I went him over him, a patch, but Derek Harriott, musical chariot used to play in there, regular. As a school youth, and that's how we used to hang out apart from up at Sombrero and up at Peyton Place, up at Red Gallery there. So you can imagine, me used to go to Red Gallery when I was a school youth, and now me pass there every day me pass there. The great artists, Jamaican artists, born on the 6th of February. I will give honor and respect to them because they have done so much to spread the gospel of reggae all over the world. And Derek Harriott was a great producer too. Yes, he produced some great. Man, I was told that he was the first person to record Dennis Brown, Lips of Wine tune. Yes. You have Rudy Mills, you have the Federals with Scotty, all them man there was, I remember when him shop used to down at King Street, that corner there. It's weird because as a youth I go to school right at King Street corner there, so, and then you have Tough Gang near to what is the road name again, where Black African Museum, where Greg Ryder used to have him shop at Chancery Lane, yes. But yes, great artists them, trust me. Want to play one more from Derek Harriott. All of the other two them and go to this rhythm now. Listen to this. Derek Harriott.
Call me John, but no call me Tom, John. Call me John, but no call me Tom, John.
REFM, thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Continent with Mutabaruka. We are listening to our meds. You know here, continent, the end.
Anytime a man, anytime it's a man we love run down girls and look girls. Them used to call them face man. You know them. I tell you, Jamaica can't come up with something, you know, Rasta. A man who run down a girl and not girls, I look girls. Them call him face man. No, them I call him face dog. Okay. Bournemouth, this Sunday. Now, this song I was going to play. This woman here will sing this song here. Scatterlights, Dan Drummond, Bournemouth Beach. And the first place me see the Scatterlights was Bournemouth. Yes, me I tell you, man, big tune. As me I said, it might not sound like much today, the cutting edge, young ears, but it's them tune here. Start it off. I'm say start off, I mean start off where you say go on now with the music. All the big things them where you say happen to the music here. And them tune that start it off. And it reverberates all over the world. The thing with it is that if you go to Germany and sit down with some youth and play all them tune, them tell you all the studio where it making, them tell you the date when it make. That might sound strange to we out as not we, but to the ones them who claim say them know music and them thing there. But you go to Europe, man, you find some people that I mean I talk about 30-year-old youth, I mean I talk about no old man like me. I talk about 30-year-old, 40-year-old. You sit down and talk to them. Them know the music from front of the book to the back of the book and when I write yet. A joke with the history. History is a great thing for knowing now because history helps direct your course. History helps direct your course. And people without a knowledge of them history is like a tree without root. Because now everybody has to the fruit and remember say the fruit can't come without the root. If you dig out the root, the fruit die. And I know we say go on here, so now will people dig out the root and now I will see the fruit them will die. We want the ones them know say, believe you me, as simple as you may take it there. Them little music that we just play a while ago. We are talking about the Derek Carriot, this one, Bonnie Clark. And them music that started out. As a matter of fact, we were in play another tune here too. Where we tell you say, at them music that started out. Before there was dancehall. Before there was reggae. And them shouldn't call it reggae month, you know, Jamaican music month. And that them should have called it because Jamaica and them use reggae as a generic term, but reggae is a genre of music. Just like how dancehall has become a genre of music. So if you don't know dancehall as a place first time, but it has become a genre of music. Reggae is a genre of music. Rocksteady, dub, ska, mentor music. People with granny used to go to barnyard. I know devil worship them was because them was hardcore Christian. Hardcore Christian go to barnyard. I hear the man I sing about. If a man want hold on a woman and if a man want this or if a woman want that, all you have to do is just go to the barnyard. So them are going like now. See some man take the thing and go and it a crisscross it and make the thing get away. You understand? But most of them people over here are talking certain things right now. Them granny used to their barnyard with them. My granny, me not feel no way. Me not apologize like what name? Bobby Montague. Apologize. We not apologize because we don't worship devil. We don't worship devil. We don't have no devil in our thinking. We don't believe in a devil. We don't know no devil no exists. Everything will go wrong, a man will do it. But when my granny carry me to a barnyard, I never see she do no evil things. No evil thing never go on in a barnyard. It's an African retention. Did I go on there? When we go there, we see African retentive elements mixed with Christianity. Christianity was the main stick because them read Bible. Most of them dress up in a white, have a red tied, and I'll drop on the ground and faint and get an attack in some language where you don't understand what them say. What them say, you're getting at the tongue, you talk in tongues. I don't know what the hell is that, but the Bible tell you about people who talk in a tongue. But when you say, I'm mostly woman, it get involved in that too. I'm mostly woman. Me never go to one of them places yet and see a man getting a such a spirit that him fall down on the ground and out flat up on the ground and all of it. I'm mostly woman, I see get them spirit there. I don't know where go on this, but I experience them things there. When I look and see them things here go on as a youth, I just sit down and watch it. I grow big now and realize it's an African thing mixed up with Christianity. Because you go to some of them voodoo priest places and you see the altar there. You see them have all them holy for this and that, and a little more you see a rosary upon it, a Roman Catholic rosary, and some cross with white Jesus upon it. Masking the voodoo understanding and what them call the barnyard tendencies. So when I fight against those things, I make it go like says I evil thing, because anything can become evil. Water quench your thirst and water drown you. What me say? Me say water quench thirst and water drown you. So what you gonna do? Throw away the water? No. Can't throw away the water, man. It's like I throw away the baby with the bath water. Yeah, that's how we do that. We do that. We understand the thing for the next level. If some people want to come and pervert it, I feel them business that. You must know you will get rid of them people there and figure out how they must come forward to them reality and them understanding. You understand? But when I go because African retentive elements, they're there. And I know everything African we accept neither, you know. Because we're not really some fundamentalists and some little idiot where does truth come from Africa, where I say Africa. No. But what we are saying is that the principle and the understanding that we're supposed to gather, white people lick it out away and make it become evil and cruel and wicked, something that we shouldn't really uphold and maintain. That get ram out away long time. But now that we have sense and we know where we're going, we can't afford to demonize things in a way because some little idiot youth run up and down now about the place and I go like them idiot and all them way there. You understand? We're not going to make them twist with brains and corrupt way. Because we done corrupt already. That's why we only celebrate Christmas and Easter. A corrupt mind get corrupt. Corrupt mind get corrupt if we really believe some man get nailed on a cross. Them take him off of the cross, they put him in a one cave place and them roll stone come out there and everybody for 2,000 years I say I'm going to come back. A madness. Total madness. You want bigger craziness than that? Anyway, this is the continent. So we'll talk about the retentions in the music, especially from them time there. Even the dancehall music. The way you see the one them dance. You have to go to Africa to realize I want people as it relates to dancing. Trust me. You go down in the Congo there, may I tell you, and even in Ghana, when you see all the people them dance, you believe that Jamaica you're there. Sometimes when you see them dance move there and people I say them make it up and them here there. It's a memory. It's a genetic memory of going in African people. Them take you out of Africa, but them never take Africa out away. The only problem is that we don't ever wake up to realize that a lot of we doings, we good doings, is really African retention, waking up the DNA, the memory, the DNA memory now. It's just that we're not conscious of it. We need to be conscious of our Africanness. Can't repeat that too much in the people them head. The music come from Yaso and even beyond Yaso too. Beyond Yaso, because most of the Africans who free the people in them days, they use the church as them launching pad. And that's a serious thing. Them use the church as them launching pad for organizing slave rebellions. Yes. A very, very devoted Christians too. When you hear them out the road, I preach the gospel. I'm not talking about them preacher here now, because them preacher here are so idiot. We are talking about man like Paul Bogle and Sam Sharp and Harriet Tubman and them people that were did exist from them time there. When you hear them a preach, man, it's faithful Christians. But you see at the night when them ready to organize, when them organize, it's a different people. We want you love 3-finger Jack. A one who not get no praise and no recognition because what him doing a history. Him a warrior. But 3-finger Jack, they so bold and so cool, you know. That not even the maroon them could have take him. Well, we are telling to them people there, the maroon there, the Rasta. No, I mean, them do some serious things in relationship to freeing Africans, but people forget say the Maroons, them was Africans who run where and run go up in the hills. It's not a different African who come from Africa separately. And the same African them is like police. Police are not different people, you know. Them just have a uniform, but the same ghetto youth, same youth go turn police and then lose himself and forget where I come from. The Maroons them and the same African them run go up in the hill and sign treaty and now them I come tell you about how Kojo couldn't write and all them something. Then all him know say the land them a fame own and them sign treaty say them are going to be independent of the British. So them are going to have them own autonomy in the hills them. Or them sign all of them something there and agree with that. But them not agree say them did a capture back the African them. I can't understand these people we are telling about Kojo couldn't read. Them could have read enough to know say well they must have a own thing in a compound. Like Kwako. But that's not the point where we are trying to get at though. The point where we are trying to get at is that we as African people did bring some things on here so we couldn't come out away. It couldn't come out away at all. It is so deep. And a whole heap of the things them where them try to get out away with them blood of Jesus. A whole heap of the revolutionary them, a whole heap of the man them who rise up both in America and here so rise up with that blood of Jesus in them head and use it to liberate themselves. Why you love 3-finger Jack again? You think we easy? We love them kind of man there. 3-finger Jack and Bookman. And them kind of man that we love. Yes. You'd have a man we're terribly in America. Nat Turner. Go look them up. A Black History Month this. We are celebrate Black History Month, you know. Go look for Nat Turner, man. Nat Turner. Oh. Things America can't forget them man there. Can't forget them man there. Music. Pat Clark did this last year. Since Bonuela is being highlighted this weekend, we're going to play this. Pat Clark, here goes.
Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. I'm Pat Clark. Bonuela is a living legend in Jamaica's music history. Born on April 10, 1947, as Neville O'Reilly Livingston, Bonuela, also known as Jabi, is a Jamaican singer, songwriter, and percussionist. A 3-time Grammy Award winner, he is considered one of the long-time standard bearers of reggae music. In 1963, Bunny Wailer formed the Wailing Wailers with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. Junior Brathwaite and Beverly Kelso were also members of the band. Bunny Wailer tended to sing lead vocals less often than Marley and Tosh in the early years. But when Bob Marley left Jamaica in 1966 for Delaware, Bunny Wailer began to record and sing lead vocals on some of his own compositions, such as Who Feels It Knows It, I Stand Predominant, and Sunday Morning. His music is said to have been influenced by gospel and soul of Curtis Mayfield. In 1967, Bunny Wailer recorded This Train, based on a gospel standard, for the first time at Studio One. Bunny Wailer continued to sing with the Wailers when Bob Marley returned to the island from Delaware. He contributed to the distinctive harmonies that the group became famous for. Wailer sang lead on Dreamland, Riding High, Brainwashing, and on one verse of the Wailers' Keep On Moving, both produced by Lee Scratch Perry. In 1973, each of the three founding Wailers operated their own label. Marley with the Tough Gong, Tosh with HIM Intel Diplo, and Bunny Wailer with Solomonic. Bunny Wailer sang lead vocals on Reincarnated Souls, the B-side of the Wailers' first island single of the new era, and on 2 tracks on the Wailers' last trio LP, Burning, Pass It On, and Hallelujah Time. By then, Bunny Wailer was recording singles in his own right, cutting Searching for Love, Lifeline, and Bide Up. Bunny Wailer toured with the Wailers in England and the United States, but soon became reluctant to leave Jamaica. He and Tosh became more marginalized in the group as the Wailers became an international success and attention was increasingly focused on Bob Marley. Bunny subsequently left the Wailers in 1973 to pursue a solo career after refusing to tour when Chris Blackwell wanted the Wailers to go on tour in the United States. Before leaving the Wailers, Bunny became more focused on his spiritual faith. He identified with the Rastafari movement, as did the other Wailers. He has also written much of his own material, as well as re-recording a number of cuts from the Wailers' catalogue. Bunny Wailer has recorded primarily in the roots style, in keeping with his often political and spiritual messages. He and Tosh would frequently sing each other's background vocals in the start of their solo careers. The album Black Heart Man is a good example of his roots reggae style. After leaving the Wailers, Bunny Wailer experimented with other musical styles. However, he had a dance hall rocker's edge that was best exemplified by the album Bunny Wailers Sings the Wailers, in which he reinterprets some of the Wailers' material as a solo roots singer, backed by a solid Sly and Robbie bass roots reggae grouping. Bunny Wailer won the Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album in 1991 for the album Time Will Tell, a tribute to Bob Marley, 1995 for Crucial Roots Classics, and 1997 for Hall of Fame, a tribute to Bob Marley's 50th anniversary. He was also featured in the album True Love by Toots and the Maytals, which won the Grammy Award in 2004 for Best Reggae Album, and showcased many notable musicians including Willie Nelson, Eric Clapton, Gwen Stefani of No Doubt, Ben Harper, Bonnie Raitt, The Roots, Ryan Adams, and Keith Richards. In August 2012, it was announced that Bunny Wailer would receive the Order of Jamaica, and in 2016, he played a month-long Black Heart Man's tour to celebrate the 40th anniversary of his 1976 album. On October 16, 2017, Bunny Wailer was awarded the Order of Merit by the Jamaican government. Jamaica continues to honor the living legend. And now, to end Jamaican roots and culture, here's our famous quotation from the Black diaspora. "I have never been contained unless I made the prison." The words of Marie Evans. For Jamaican Roots and Culture, I'm Pat Clark.
Clark talking about Bonuela. Okay, so we are continuing this vibes here, you know, because we feel it very important in relationship to the music, since them says Reggae Month and Black History Month. So we are dealing with the genesis of Jamaican music. They should have really call it Jamaican Music Month. You know, incorporate, instead of call everything reggae, because everything is not reggae. Everything is not reggae. Because if you call everything reggae now, you're going to start throw away a history of ska. You're going to try to throw away a history of rocksteady. You understand? Everything is not reggae. So you can't say Jamaican music is reggae. Jamaican music is not reggae. Reggae is just one aspect of Jamaican music. Yes. We don't need no challenge and nobody come call me and tell me and explain to me. You understand? Reggae is reggae. Mentor is mentor. We have to keep it that way there. People in America have rock and roll. Them have jazz. Them have funk. Them have all sorts of genre. And them keep them separate but no say the same American thing. So you know what I say so now. You see the Baptist Church is one of the church them where the slave them hold on pan because it was kind of a more freer church. And the slave them hold on pan the church, the Baptist church. And in the Baptist church, them start to practice a whole heap of them African cultural expression. And St. Thomas was one of them places where give rise to a whole heap of that retentive element in a Jamaica. That is why when people talk about St. Thomas a whole heap of time, them talk about, you know, Obi and all them something like, because it did exist in St. Thomas. And not only in St. Thomas, but because of Three Finger Jack and Paul Bogle and all them man, they rise up in a them place there. Nanny over the other side of the road they saw rise up in a them area they know. Kwako who go through Jankro Mountain and come through and Kuno Pass. Yes, Kuno Pass is one of them places where a whole heap of Jamaican should take a trip through there. Kuno Pass, that is where the African them used to run up and down. It's the most beautiful. Hey, if you talk about the Garden of Eden, an inlet to a Garden of Eden, take it from me. Me go through them, man. I think a 6 mile walk to reach over the other side. And now you talk about the Garden of Eden. That's why the UNESCO people them declare it a heritage site. It is a site to be old. Yeah, man. If heaven no stay that way there, trust me, nobody make me go there. If heaven no stay that way there. Because I don't want to go see no street no paved with no gold. No, sir. I don't want no street paved with gold. And I lie them I tell you. There's no street no paved with no gold. And man a blow trumpet. Which part angel get trumpet in Ireland? Where them have a factory up there and make trumpet. Lie them I tell. But the African use the church to organize themselves and also create songs that them could sing in the church to organize themselves and also start uprisings. A lot of the gospel songs them that you hear the people, especially in America, sing, because only part of the song them where we sing and a Jamaican write them. Either some Englishman write it or some African in America write it. All right. A whole heap of them song there was not written for the praise of Jesus. And a lot of people who sing them now might think that. But when it was originally written, it was not written for praising Jesus. It was written as a code for the slaves to know when to do what and how to do when, where, what, and how. Them use it to galvanize and to organize themselves. Those same gospel songs that you hear people sing and don't know why it was sung, why it was done. And a whole lot of people might not know this, but if you don't believe me, go and do it if you can play piano. The gospel songs them that the African them write is only played on the black keys and the piano. Make I repeat that again. The songs that the Africans wrote in the church that was supposed to be praising Jesus, when it was supposed to be organizing uprising upon the slave plantation them, they are only played on the black keys on the piano. Tell anybody say your Muta said that. So we organize ourselves. We have a thing named the Underground Railroad. It was not a railroad. It was no railway station where I run train. It was a woman, an African woman, who organized the Africans them to go to a place where them claimed that slavery was abolished before in the north it was applied before in the south. In the south it was terrible. So she tried to move Africans from the south going to the north nearer to Canada. Meanwhile, a man named Bookman, a man named Taki, a man named Sam Sharp rise up in this part of the world. Yeah. Bookman go to Haiti and use the same African retentive elements, even more than the gun with Toussaint did use, and help to liberate the Africans them. We can't show no them. We can't show no thinking and no idea will liberate African people. And the Africans them in Haiti was moving towards America too. Because it was the only revolution where the victory of the Africans, they decided that they would liberate all the Africans them, including the ones them in America. So they make a move to America. Yes, they did. They did make a move to America for the main purpose of liberating the Africans them in America too. And I can see a lot of that retentive elements in New Orleans and these places. So why I think that New Orleans is one of the worst cities them in America, yet it is the most vibrant cultural city in America. Jazz. Some of the greatest jazz musicians them come out of New Orleans. Yes. Some serious things come out of New Orleans. But one of the things them demonize New Orleans with is this voodoo madness where them claim say you can pick out man here out of them head and put it in a dolly and juke them with pin and the man feel it over there. So and them thing that white people bring up them foolishness to people. Because the Africans them know psychology and them know how to manipulate the human character, the human spirit to get what them want. Mentally, because them know the herbs them will use to either kill you or heal you. Just like how water can quench your thirst or it can drown you. The African them did understand herbs. Them know what to mix up with what to get rid of certain things in your body. And them know what to mix up with what to kill you. That them use. So when I fight against these things, we're not fighting against it because what is Spears and machete against guns. Gatling guns and all these guns. You can't fight a man that way. You have to use your wits. And that the African them use in the Western world, that's so them wits. Because by right, we will still. We supposed to all are we supposed to do in the dust, long time. But we survive all of the drenching and this Atlantic Ocean, that watery grave where bones still lie under. And we survive all of that and we're still there. And African people now lose it. Them lose it. Them confuse. And Valentine's Day go and confuse them more. Think a joke. So here's a man and a woman who come out of the arms of Marcus Garvey. We are told that I went to a function at the Institute Sunday. Full function. You know, one of my dreams all the while was to do my poem to a choir, and I actually did a poem to a big choir, and it was wonderful. I think it was wonderful anyway. But one of the things that happened there was, and I was suggesting it, that Eloise Park, and we're not going to stop saying it. We say it the first time Sunday, we'll keep saying it. Eloise Park was the most used place in a Kingston by Marcus Garvey. It was the park where Marcus Garvey controlled. Marcus Garvey used to keep enough concert. Marcus Garvey used to keep there. Buster and Manley used to all rent it to keep them political thing there. Marcus Garvey used that space for what you call bus artists. I can't how we used to say it. With bus artists. Marcus Garvey used that space for plays, for entertainment, political things. Now we say that place, most Jamaicans would have never know, say, that place is on Slipe Road. Coming up Slipe Road before you reach Carib Theatre. If you see the sign now, you'd have never ever know, say, Marcus, it mark pork shop. It's a fish and pork place now it become. Without any identification that Marcus Garvey used to have that place as one of the most popular places in Jamaica and the Caribbean when it comes on to entertainment and culture. Marcus Garvey. Not even a plaque there to say this was Marcus Garvey place, Eloise Park, whatsoever them call it. We are going to ask them, you know. We are going to ask them, we are going to talk to them. We are going to talk to them about it. If them can't put because right now you don't never know that. Fish and pork, that's where it turn. Something should be there. Something should be there to signify that this was Marcus Garvey place. It's like how you have Liberty Hall. We want you look Donna McFarlane who passed away and have a wonderful memorial. It's when Saturday, wonderful memorial, man, beautiful. It was so touching because most of them time that you go to them place and them say, no, we will have the prayer. Give him the prayer. You see a guy get up there now and I talk about Jesus. And I talk about she gone a better place and all them something there. Look here, man. It's a Yoruba priestess get up there and I show me the concept and the moving away from the so-called European idea that when somebody dead, you have to bring Jesus over them head. This was a celebration of Donna McFarlane, the curator of the Liberty Hall, and it was a different thing with all of the little uptowners and the wannabe Pan-Africanists and whosoever they just love her. And I know it shock a whole heap of them when them see this. Because the sister was standing up there quite bold and intentional, going through the pieces of the Yoruba tradition and what it means in the spiritual connection between life and death, between the soul. Yeah, man. Most of the time, the only place I see them things is in some American way with some black people there, or in some place in Africa. So I was really, really feeling good for know say I was there to witness that. So it's still there because only we are wake up that even though I'm not Rasta, but a whole heap of ones who are not Rasta recognize the reality and the validity of going forward to them roots as it relates to the rites of passage. The rites of passage. And sometimes because Rasta is so embedded in the Judeo-Christian mindset, them to have a rites of passage that declare birth, marriage, like what? Sex, death, and money. Well, if I rather like that about sex, death, and money. The first time I bring up that thing, I'm big, yeah, man, blood burn me from here to over there, so but true, me know me trying up firm. Death is a reality. Reality. And in the African tradition, you have rites of passage for just when you're born. The birth of a baby, ushering something. The marriage of the same baby. I mean, the death of that same person is part of the old tradition, development, and the process in which life give and life get taken away. Rasta still not develop a rites of passage. I think me no vex with all Mitzi. Me saw you know, mama. And my daughter, you know, long way I tell them to use everything and write it down. Because every other group have a rites of passage. Rasta so into the Judeo-Christian mindset. And even the Jews, them have a rites of passage. It's the weirdest thing. The Jews, them have rites of passage. We don't develop our own rites of passage. Before we turn to Africa, if we can't develop it as people do on the side there, so we should have developed that. In the Black History Month too. And so many Black History Month. Because Rasta dead and Jesus have buried them. And then spend get out the Jesus concept in them. And when them dead, them gone at church will get buried. Pass now pray over them same way. And I let's not come up in that at all. Contradictions in contradictions. We don't develop our own rites of passage. That is why Jesus buried when we're dead. And church service that take place and same thing like everybody else. And we're supposed to live a different life. Babylon bury we. And we spend our whole life a fight against Babylon. How that go? How that go? Whole day get up and say, burn Babylon, and boof. You're gone. And your ballad family, them way you never see for years, come take away your body and go and put Jesus over it and cross and put Bible over your head and carry you go in a church and a leave in a coffin and carry you go down there so boof. How that go? How that go? Because in birth, the most important aspect of your life is when you're born, when you're married, and when you die. That is the most important thing. So you have to have something. But when I repeat them something, we know that. Rites of passage, you call it. We have to develop that as an African people. And when I go with where them do, we have to dig deep in the recesses of our mind, our consciousness, and look into our DNA, our African DNA, and draw from our Africanness, African spirituality, and use it. It was so that them, for the youth, them where them have, them just draw for a high priest from Africa and just say, them want this ritual go on with them youth, and them youth come up in this African way and give them youth African name and them something there. It was so sweet. African name very important. Anyway, this is Black History Month and we're still there. So when I talk about Eloise Park a while ago with Marcus Garvey and Miss Lou and Ronnie Williams used to perform at Carib Theatre. Then they have a show named Miss Lou and Ronnie. Miss Lou and Ronnie show, they are Carib Theatre, and it used to come over on JBC radio. Very, very popular. We want to find this here, so we can see if I can.
The little country shop. Where everything is always quiet, peaceful.
Anybody ever see me crossing? Me key for my bun cupboard last. I can't find it nowhere. It was in this bun cupboard. And I just take some bun out of the bun cupboard and put them in the bun showcase. And by the time I come back, I don't see if the key turn upside down, right side, or left side, right. But that's calamity. The whole cupboard full of bun. It is open to destruction. Boy, I wonder who turned this bun cupboard keys on it.
Well, that's her, but I never remember say 12 o'clock, God, it's 40 minutes past 12 in the hush. Miss Lou, Honorable Miss Louise Bennett Valley, and Mars ran getting bus from Marcus Garvey. Yes, right in the same part there. To the point now where I start to perform with Miss Lou in a Carib Theatre upon the same road, almost the same road, crossroads, same slide road still. So, I could say if you can play this episode there of the Miss Lou and Ronnie show. Here you go.
The little country shop. Where everything is always quiet, peaceful.
Anybody ever see me crossing? Me key for my bun cupboard last. I can't find it nowhere. It was in this bun cupboard. And by the time I come back, I don't see if the key turns upside down, right side, or left side, right. But that's calamity. The whole cupboard full of bun. It is open to destruction. Boy, I wonder who turned this bun cupboard keys on into. Well, Ronnie, I don't like how this key scares some Ronnie's ears.
Who's scared?
Fun, Ronnie, you frighten me. Where you was?
Under my bed.
Under your bed? Ronnie, what you was doing on the bed at this time of day?
Meditating.
Meditating? Ronnie, what you know about meditating? Meditating on what?
Meditating on the most important subject of the day.
The most important subject of the day? What that?
Born.
But what a good for that scamp I make mistake and go married to Doyle? Ronnie, you mean to right hand, you going on to the bed to meditate on Bon?
You see, Lou, Bon is a heavy thing, you know. You can't meditate and it's above bed. Next thing you know, you drop off a bed.
Ronnie. And I'm out for no joke today. Now we're going to ask you, Ronnie, a simple question. And please for a simple answer.
Don't care how your question's simple, my answer will be simpler.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Ronnie, you see anything of my bun cupboard key?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes? What time it was that you see my bun cupboard key?
Like I say now, about 10 o'clock, Easter last year.
Now, anybody ever see me try? Ronnie, I'm talking about this morning.
Oh, this morning. Your bun cupboard key, no. I was meditating.
Then I wonder where it could have gone too.
It's so Easter time, you know. Bun cupboard key have a bad habit, just stray.
Tell you the truth, right?
No, listen to me, Rosita. Me's a man don't stand for no face to this. If you bring any face to talk to me, I will disadvantage you.
Disadvantage you? Ronnie, look for me.
I'm looking for you.
You see me?
I see you, yes.
I look to you like I can be disadvantaged.
Easy as cheese.
You think so?
No, not a matter of think, I'm sure.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you sure you can disadvantage me, Ronnie?
Yes, disadvantage you to the weak.
Ronnie, you mean to tell me that after I suffer losses of the key to my cupboard, the cupboard that have all the leftover fun from Easter that are out to sell out cheap, and just because of suspicion you're threatening to disadvantage me, Ronnie?
Yes, Mr. Funny Man, even if I guilty of a thing, I don't like nobody suspicious me.
So you're guilty of the bond? Ronnie, you ready to disadvantage me?
Right away.
See me, disadvantage me.
Don't come up to me, keep off.
What you backing back for? Stand up your ground. Don't use a disadvantage, take us out.
So don't come no nearer mine. You get disadvantage, you know.
I want you to disadvantage me, Mr.
Man, you know if I trip your body and plaster you, is that my body? Don't come no further.
Good. Hey, now I've got you in the corner. Your back is to the corner. Your back is against the wall. So, some disadvantage is going to go on here today. Hey, either you is going to have to disadvantage me, or I is going to disadvantage you. I'm going to backman it into your running. Get this.
Slip, you two-footed kangaroo.
Oh, yeah? Slip this, Mr. Ramos.
Slip, you overgrown walrus.
Oh, yeah? You is a slipper. Like slip.
Patimos. Now you shall be fell. Fall.
Why, Ronnie, fall me? If anybody love him, I tell you, if anybody love him, then better sorry for him. But when I get up from where I fell, I'm going to fuck him up in a 40 pieces.
When you get up, I won't be here for right gone.
Gone where?
Where on my foot?
Like on your foot now? Hey, run now, Mr. Ronnie. You cause me to fail. As I will hold you by your foot here, I'm going to fall for you till a voice tell me fall you no more.
At this psychological moment, Miss Lou, my voice call to you. Fall him no more.
Your voice called to me too soon. I don't fall him yet. Fall!
Fall from a barn and I've been getting fall. I never fall a fall like this fall.
Well, I'm going to fall you, Mr. Ronnie. Another fall.
No, Miss Lou. They got the man foot. After all, you can't be falling the big man all over the place, so?
You didn't like how I fall him a little while?
No, I didn't like it.
Oh! Well, see if you like how I'm going to fall him now.
I didn't think the first fall was fall, but this fall is fall. Ronnie, man, what is you, a man or a mouse? A moose. Well, if you is even a mouse, be a man mouse. Don't make woman fall in your ship place. Jump round on the foot that she don't hold and fling her way.
If him ever dare to
dear, if I spin round and fall, you know, look out.
That's starting to argument. Last run. What are you shaping to do? Fall, Miss Lou? You see, Liza? Imagine. I just simple that whole run. And I was going to give him just one more little teeny bitty fall. And son inside Ronnie to spin me round and fall. Impertinent. You is him wife and don't care how much time you fall him, he's supposed to satisfy.
Liza, that is not fair.
Fire son. Watch your shape, you know. Bed is not in a good frame of mind.
All right, me no business. Master, I can't leave me head open to disadvantage. You can't say I didn't try though.
You know, Benjamin,
Yeah.
I was just going to sick Liza after you, Mr. Son. Liza, please subdue Ronnie for me, huh? Master Ron, submit yourself to Miss Lou to make her fall you one more time, or else.
I submit myself.
Fall you, Miss Lou. Fall!
Oi, a numb.
Hey, Split River.
Your lies are don't molest Ronnie. I don't think him can stand anymore.
Longer Miss Lou can stop me from molesting.
Liza, if you feel to molest him, I wouldn't put a straw in your way.
Thank you, Mom. Mass Ron, look how he used to come and done and leave your head round like a 5-shilling half-baked bun.
Liza, I hear said this Easter the way you craving. A bun make up fire in your mouth. Same think it was a woven.
Miss Lou, it's hot, you know. You hear the little molest Mass Ron, and you hear fee molestation. Please, Mom, I beg you, do make a bucking scene.
Not yet, Liza, not yet. Wait till him tell me what happened to the key for my bun cover.
Ronnie, you mix up in bun cover key business? I don't know about it.
No, I see guiltiness print in your face.
Liza and Son. Una can imagine the danger that my bun cover is open to if Ronnie have the key.
Danger without him.
Mass bun cover key, give it up. I don't have no bun cover key.
Him have it. Left him to me and I will make him confess.
Don't left me to her. All right, Miss Lou, don't worry yourself. If Ronnie even have the key, your bun them won't suffer. For I can get a special lock for you that only one key can open. You fling where the lock you have on the cupboard now, put on the special lock and your bun them is safe.
Thank you, son. When I get the special lock, I'm going to put the string on the key.
And you wear it round your neck like a neck.
Right, wear it round my neck.
Why you mashing up me veranda? Say at yourself, Ronnie, this is a big bun pop-off. Yes, that is a good idea, Miss Lou. Wear your new bun cover key round your neck.
Go for the new special lock and keep him in our son. How much it buy, son?
Not even a penny, Miss Lou.
What?
Leave it to me. Come, Ron. Miss Lou, we're going to safetify your bun safe for you. Son, this is a funny papa. You don't take no money for the special lock, and you cut off my bun supply. You use a yams. Ronnie, you madman. Is now you going to have the bun covered under your command? Under my command with the key around Miss Lou neck. You expect me for hypnotize and forget the key? Listen, no man. Every lock have 2 keys. That's what Miss Lou and Liza don't know. I'm going to give Miss Lou 1 key and give you 1 too. Well, now you're talking. Now the bun business tune. We will have a key around my neck too. Right. Then in the night, when all is still and quiet, you get up, open the bun cupboard, and eat it out. No, Ron. You must eat it out one time. Just eat couple bun every night. And some night you let me in through the shop window, and we just eat couple bun each. That way, Miss Lou won't miss nothing. Right, son. Right. Come.
Thank you, son. A nice big strong lock and a nice big strong key. At last the one covered safe.
Yes, Miss Lou. They all look after you. Not even a hands can get in there now.
Leastwise, you can fling with the first key that you scuffle.
Right.
Bueno, lock your bun covered, Miss Lou.
Right away, my dear.
See a strong piece of string here, Miss Lou. String up your key and put it round your neck. Right.
Now, Mr. Ronnie, you quiet up to the bun cupboard and wish it well.
Watch him how him look disappointed. Him lose half of him craving calculation.
Son, you kindly to see? I'm going to get this 5 shilling steel bun out of my showcase.
Thank you, Miss Lou. Come, Ronnie.
Don't give watch you know, him don't taste the bun yet and him start to him cod.
Wait. Liza, run, come here. What up, Miss Lou? You remember last night when I locked up this bun cupboard? A big 4-shilling bun was right here in front of the other bun them?
I do remember, Miss Lou. You must be the still wrong, you know. For the key was wrong in neck all night. And it's a 2-shilling bun that is in that spot now.
How much I was seeing double?
Anyways, Miss Lou, this is a funny word. You can't trust no shadow after dark. My cousin have an alarm clock that work with a battery.
You know that will help me, Liza?
It's like this, Miss Lou. I go and make my cousin bring him an alarm clock and put it beside your bed. Then him run a wire from the
bun cupboard. He will fix it up that any time the cupboard door open, the clock alarm.
And wait me, send then I will be sure that the bun cupboard seal.
You see, I will come and stay with you tonight, though, just in case.
Son, you out there? Yes, under the window. Miss Lou sleeping?
Yes, man. She dry and snore. You would have think it's a bass fiddle.
I'll open the window. Come in, man. Right. Now, leave the window open. She make no light come in so that we can sit to eat, you know? I'm going to open the cupboard. In the meantime, I will collect some cheese out the showcase. Right, as you come. Why, this is going to be a big time after Easter bun feed. Aye. Come, boy, cupboard lock. Come, boy, cupboard key. Open sesame. Pretty boy, the lock well ahead. What a way fly open. Open door. I must grease this door. What that? This must have set her alarm clock to alarm. Job. She never wake up when her clock alarm, man. Come on, 1 4 shilling, 1 2 5 shilling, 1 2 10 shilling, 1 and a 3 shilling, 1 as appetizer. Alright, shut back door. Lock back door now. Why run is this so long? I don't like how that clock make that noise. Big feet, son. Where the cheese? Right here. You did hear that noise the clock make? Yes, man. I know sometimes, you know, Miss Lou set her clock to alarm, but she never wake up when it alarm, man. The clock only get practice. Come on, man. Let us sit down comfortably on the counter here, facing the moonlight from the window. Nice a cheese here. Pass me a bun now. Thank you. Now you work on this 5 shilling bun while I polish off this 3 shilling one, you know, to sort of sharpen up my appetite.
Careful, Miss Lou. Quiet as a puss.
Look, Liza, the bun cupboard door still locked. But where is Ronnie?
Miss Lou, listen.
Liza, I hear like 2 mouth eating.
Right. All we have to do is follow the song of the mountain and we must reach the eaters. Come.
Johnson, pass me another bun and a hunk of cheese. I'm moving to this 5 shilling bun now. Thank you.
Follow the mouth, Miss Lou. Come.
See Ron and Son song sit down on the shop. With 1 of the 5 shilling bun to each of them mouth. I'm going to creep up behind them. I'm going to creep up behind Roddy with my flat board.
When them done, them say Easter done. Well, we just begin.
Undone. Pass me another. Thank you. And pass me another cheese.
Pass on, son of Buck Liza.
Why? What the son of business?
Fun march run with your boat, Miss Lou.
A truck.
Grab him, Liza.
Oh, gosh. Mark me absent.
But, sir, I wonder if them growing wing or not. Look how them fly through the window like a pair of rat bats.
Yes, that was our episode of Marshall and Ron. You know, them used to have it live on stage at Carib Theatre. For those of you who know, but we know so most of the people them who are listening to this program here. It's part of a history. You understand? We want just play one more brethren. We are only a man might not know, but it's a very popular man. Him name Charles Hyatt. Charles Hyatt. Big folk man, big, just like Miss Lowe, tell a whole heap of folk tales and comedy, just like Miss Lowe. So here's Charles Hyatt. This is what we call Black History Month. This is what we call Reggae Month. So we are bringing it to light. Or we say, I saw it's supposed to go. When people talk about Jamaican Reggae Month, this is where we feel should have happened. And we do it how we feel like we want to do it. Here goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Hyatt.
I am Charles Hyatt, and I belong to a group commonly referred to as old folk. So I am here to talk folkry. And why not? I mean, the queen mother of our folklore is Miss Lou. All her life, she has been talking folkry. And she has been given the highest national honors for her folkry. There's the Jamaica folk singers, and they sing nothing but folkry. They've been all over the world entertaining and enlightening everyone at the highest level with our folkry. I mean, you could say that nowadays our national culture is folking. Many of us have received national honors for our folkry. I have been so honored with national honors, as the National Commercial Bank keeps reminding me. Each month they send me a statement reminding me that I am Charles Hyatt, OD. But because of the technological advancement, the world is becoming a global village, they say. Nations all over are able to impose on other nations at the flick of a switch. You don't even have to have electricity anymore to get information. All you need are a couple of energizing batteries and you can log on. From the southern Caribbean, you get calypso folkry. From Cuba, there is Latin folkry. North American folkry is thrust upon us even in the fashion of clothing. As for Britain, I grew up in the folkry from that place. So you see, my friends, folkry is the order of the day.
Charles, I am talking about folk. Yes. As you hear him say, him is one of the folkry you can find. Miss Lord is known as a folkist. You understand? Anyway, here we go. Yes, this is the Cultural Age and I FM. We celebrate Black History Month and Reggae Month. Understand? We are trying to connect the two of them in a very unorthodox way, if you should say. Okay, so yo, revivalism, Pocomania, healing in the barnyard, Obia, mix it up with Christianity. May I tell you, that's serious thing. While the uprisings continue upon the plantation, them, we know about them, because we was part of it. Yeah, man. I am my ancestor. I was there. As a matter of fact, I helped to start some of them uprising. They burn down some plant and set the captive free. And Harriet Tubman say, I have freed so many slaves, and I could have freed more if only they knew they were slaves. The retentive element in our Africanness in this part of the world. Them take we out Africa, But them can't take Africa out away. What a day when the Africans, them who blind, start open them eyes. Yes, that is revivalism from the coming out to revivalism. As you hear it, it sounds very churchical, Baptist style. All of them things there is how the Africans them reach on here so and them beat out with African tradition out away and with African spirituality and take up for them own. But if you don't take up for them own still, we still maintain and retain a lot of way self, a lot of spirit. Because if you never retain a whole heap of it, won't there so now? Won't there so now? Yeah, man. Put upon the ship, through the blood, the sweat, and the death, and we still survive. We survived the Atlantic Ocean, and after 400 years, we're still there. Still there. So don't make them tell me foolishness. Because if it wasn't a resilient and strong people, man, we would have gone already like the dust on the earth where the wind blow away. This is the cutting edge on RFM. We're going to take some phone call. We're going to take some phone call after this. Petite, send in the phone call him. I want if people, I want people to know, sir, Bob Marley used to delve in a palm reading and palm reading. And used to read palm. I go like him as some big over there. Yeah, Bob Marley. Me talk about Bob Marley. Yes. Him used to read people palm and all them something there. Yeah, man. Yes, Ian.
Aye.
Blessed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. I hear you, man.
Yeah. Give thanks for making my night much, much better than how it was because Miss Lua Master and she will never miss me as a youth at Chad up, you know.
May I tell you?
And I have a full 90 minutes cassette at the prize one them.
You serious?
And CDC bar my cassette and I return it back. No, you know, you can't tell me, man. I mean, I said, well, I mean, never know so them recording that still exists. So I mean, I said, everybody highlight Miss Luna, but nobody remember about Master and Liza and Son.
Yeah, man, I remember them, man.
Just remember, I tell you, Virgin, this one, man, it really bring me forward to them days when JDC and... Cause that's the only thing we have in the hills as a youth that trad up, you know, is Master and Miss Lou what we look forward to.
Yeah. You ever go to Caribbean, go watch it?
Eh?
You ever go to Caribbean, go look on them, and you was a country boy, you don't know town.
I can hear me, you know, man, on the radio, I'm privileged to sit there and listen to them. But we give thanks, man, at least, you make me know that at least it is somewhere there, I don't know where you get it, but give thanks to it.
Yeah,
man, give thanks.
You know, so we go to Miss Lou house in Canada, and she give me 2 cassettes with that. You know, remember Miss Lou's views?
Yeah, man.
She give me a cassette with the whole, well, not the whole of them, but enough of them, you know. And me just say, me just transfer that to CD and keep it as posterity. You know?
And while it was playing, you know, Miss Lou was on TVJ. You know?
You think me not see it from here, so watch out. Me see it from here, so I can't believe it.
Yeah, man.
Right in the middle of the Miss Lou run, you know, me see it come on, you know.
All right.
Yeah,
coincidentally, I think. But give thanks, man. You really revive a lot of one and open a lot of one eyes who never used to hear it.
Yeah, give thanks.
I know.
Yes. Yeah, man. Cutting edge. We are doing it our way. Jamaican Music Month and Black History Month. Connecting the two of them. Because them have a connection. There is a connection. Because we have influenced Black history. We have made our own history, especially Rastafari. Rastafari was able to manifest itself as well as religion. But we are the ancient of days. I and I them call ancient of days. where they rise up out of Timbuktu and rise up out of Kemet and Zimbabwe and Morocco. And we see him one, not different. We see him one. And we're going to liberate the people them. But first they have to emancipate themselves from the mental slavery. The mental slavery is the problem. EL. Yes, sir.
Come on, good morning also to Riddle just to see.
I have to talk a little louder though.
I said good morning to Riddle just to see. You hear me?
Yeah, me I hear you.
Yeah, man. Are you boy Jafire, man?
I'm a boy Jafire.
Yeah, man. The poet, man. I must not link it from me and Natty.
Yeah, well, you still call yourself boy, and you still link me from your Natty. I don't understand that. Anyway, what we are saying?
The older than me, no, man.
Yeah, but you call yourself boy, that's why, that's because I'm older than you, you're still boy.
Boy, to you. I'm not sure you boy, Jafire, you know.
All right, boy.
And you older than me, no, man. You could have been my father, so I'm not going to get the boy.
Yeah, but me have no boy in my family, though.
Yeah, I'm going to take me as a son, man. I was a poet, I think.
All right, sir.
So what I deal with that, man?
Cutting edge.
Yeah, man. Me like when the program starts, the tiny man in the 50 children. Every night, I turn up the radio when it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a vibe, man. Let's go on to the thing today.
Yeah, man, give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man.
All right, my boy.
Yes, my daddy.
My boy. All right, sir. There. Yeah, man. We are talking some things were really not mean still, you know, but it embedded in our so much, you know, like things wicked and murder, you know, them liquor shot, liquor blank if you love the music. Pure negativity, you know. But we try to turn it positive, but you can't see the outcome of it. The world take unto itself flesh. You know, man, I say, liquor blank if you love the music. Hold up your gun finger. Why we have some terminology, you know, easy why. Why, so hold up your gun finger. So the man push up them finger up in the air like them have gun in them hand to right it. Terrible thing, terrible thing. We have to live with it. We move from the commoner to the revivalism. And we are going to move and carry go up on another level after this call. Yeah, yes, EL.
Blessing love motor.
Highly.
First time caller, you know.
All right, give thanks. I never know you have people who never call me yet.
I want to you, motor. I listen to you from my youth.
I never call yet.
Because
I never call yet.
Motor, last year I come here, me and my daughter, you know, I live in England, you know. I come here, me and my daughter last year, and I call you. I do everything to get a personal number in touch, Bridget.
You serious? So when you come to England, when you come to England, you couldn't check me?
No, when you come to England, they are burning them.
No, man, they are London too, man.
No, when you come to London today, and they down a Brixton side down there, so I get up to work today, by the time I come back over.
I'm gone, okay. You know? All right, I don't know.
What you talk about, man? I mind Jesus, you know, man, if you know that, you know.
No, come crucify me, you know. And that you want to come call me Jesus to come crucify me.
No, it's not about that, I said Jesus.
Name there, yes.
I know you're not
them take Jesus and put all down on him head and beat him.
But Mota, listen. Enough man say them put Jesus on cross. No go so, brethren. In Acts 10 verse 36 to 39, the Bible tell you clearly, say, hang there hanging. You know?
Well, that worse then.
They don't hit me, I try to show you.
So you want to come make me there? You want to come make me?
No, how much hang your motor? I am my God. You know,
no, I can tell you something about the Acts thing there now. Acts them hang him on a tree, but the part of the Bible say them crucify him on a cross. So it's a contradiction in itself. But you are all up on the hanging. You are all up on the hanging and some other man are all up on the cross. It don't make no difference.
But Mota, hear the thing now why me I hold on pan cross. Because God up heaven know I don't think our black people is so wicked. And then the Bible is
black people so wicked? Wait, what do you mean say you don't think so black people so wicked? What do you mean?
The reason why I mean say so because if you read about the Bible it tell you about all about in Africa. And all
so what that mean? So what that mean?
No.
The white people never in Africa too. You never see the Greeks go in Africa go invade Egypt.
Then
and the Ixos.
But you see, we come all right back down to the same thing again in the motor. But that's why you see, upon me a youth, me I take you, you know.
Yeah.
Understand? And I like the boy, I mislead the people, I teach the people, let me right way. But the people, they not listen.
They might listen, man. They know you listen, or you listen.
No, we are listen.
But
somehow we not do the right thing, and the people them who do the wrong thing is always Christian people, you know. Because them a fight over God and God not fight over nobody. You dig?
No, me not dig. Me not dig nothing. Me not dig nothing.
Yeah, man. But I just straight, man.
So you live out, you know? You live out, you know?
No, me dey out as upon a mission right now.
Wow.
I there for a good little while.
Am I fine?
You know what I mean? No, man, I don't work with them, man. We done them.
I give chance, baby.
We are work to come back home motor because that's the part of the most important thing. For Jamaica is one of the sweetest things, you know.
Right.
And where the people them do know I send up one whole heap of things for media put scare in.
If you tell your friend them are England and Canada we are chat still over there the cold and chat foolishness. You have to tell them that.
Because what them feel to understand, you know, if a white man can develop team in a country and I look on you and I tell you if your country no good. And yet still when the plane come to Jamaica, a plane full of beer.
It don't affect tourism at all. The whole heap of murder and affect tourism at all.
Then affect what, man?
Anyway,
when I come last week, you know, man, the plane full of beer white people can count amount of black people.
You know what I say now? I tell your friend them this up in England, you see?
Yes,
I send out a message to the people in England. You see, if you have any land on Jamaica and you know so you not come back, just tell your liar them to just sign it over to me.
Them out of them, you know, so right now I hit my same thing I tell some of them for start guilty speech from they say if you just share it for me.
Me want some land. Me want since you not come back to Jamaica, since you not afraid for come back here, since you not feel say you never get murdered at the airport and all them things there. Just tell your lawyer and your executor to write sign over your land to me. I will gladly accept it.
And you know the funniest thing, most I tell you the truth, you know, so I have one cousin up there. I'm not even a bummy me I can go game. For the man that you was going behind him. Not even a bummy.
No.
Yeah. Because for that man I cuss with them from man.
Hold on. We can't make an escape for that. Why you choosing to say Bobby? Tell me, why you could say Bulla?
No, because a Bobby them always that far. And when you travel with the group, then when them done it to them out, tell us, boy, I hope me now go to Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica appear killing a go on dog there. Appear killing a go on dog there.
Then, move come down.
No, not only that. No, because it's not your time yet.
And then again in the motor, I want to make a suggestion to you, because you see, you find a show where there's a lot of people within a community always cry out. And I say, boy, politics is politics. That. But if you live into a community, just like how I take you in and I know say, you know, ramp with them on the road, you know. You always call up and tell them, say, oh, road needs to fix. And I love how you call up and talk about certain things to some big guys who I like. Now, if the community come together and say, you know what, we need road, we need street light and start pressure your MP within that area. But if they do not do that, then how the MP is going to know what's going on? Because him,
but the people them do it, brethren. The people them do it. The people them block all the road too. And then they must have block road and all them foolishness there.
No, the reason why me say that is because, you know, a few days ago, running a community and, you know, me a man complain. So I said, but Bridget, I have to go to the MP.
Yeah, but they put to the MP and the MP now come to them and them are putting all the MP to that's the hurtful part, right? But so, that's why I don't feel no way when them block the road.
Road to black more regular too, man.
More
road to black more regular.
You call it the bomby man, you know. Every time I see you again, tell me say you call the bomby man, yeah.
I need to forget your number in the motor.
Then you just call it. Then you just call it a while ago.
No, more your personal number, Bridget. Because sometimes...
Well, you want my personal number, Phil. If you talk to me like how you talk to me on the radio, so...
Then more than if you can call me.
No, man, you have to talk... You may give my number now. You may give my number now. You see, when you go back to England...
Yeah.
Tell some of your friends them who say they nah come back to Jamaica because too much...
They pass over land.
Give some land. And then when you call the operator now, you will get me number.
Why vote to be honest? Somebody they can't come back if they don't know if they have land down here.
No, what? In England, watch out. More people own land in England than we own land in Jamaica. May I tell you that?
True that.
Because when them did not go away, they left, the grandmother left them picnic here so, and then sent for them picnic and left the land over here so. They were there. Me have land up, me have place at Jonestown, you know. Me have place at Jonestown, alright. So me have place at Jonestown, you know who used to live at Jonestown. And my granny owned that the piece of land there, you know. And all our grandpicnic them. And me are the only grandpicnic we left here in Jamaica. Me tell you that. All of them Ghana, who for Ghana, England, dead our place over there, so who Ghana, England, Ghana, America, and all them something there. Anyway, but we have to move.
Most of me I tell you one thing.
We have to move, yeah. Talk quick.
I want to make it people them know Jamaica is sweet.
Yes, cutting edge, yeah.
Greetings.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man. Long time I listen to still, man. I'm out of cassette me every day. Yeah, man.
So what you do with the cassette,
man? Yeah, man. Out of cassette me tape the from the
90s. From the 90s.
Yeah. You know, I'm still in the guitarist, you see. What I play for my shoulder and the girl, I say, why? Point time I go and I take a solo, I say, why? It's like, you ask me if I stand up, you know? Yeah, shot guitar, sir.
Oh, yeah, you know the ganja face.
Yeah, man.
I remember your man, Tompa.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, y'all give me props, man. You ever show you something, man? Even East Fest sometime.
No, man, I remember your man. I can't forget you, man.
Yeah, man, I can't forget you, man. From East Fest, Everton, and I used to play for
like an overgrown midget.
Yeah, man, I tell them I remind me of Peter Tosh, you know. The most positive thing right now I go on right now there, you know.
All right, so I give thanks.
Yeah, but they don't know, so he's a musical genius, you know, so the best show me one time, still the best musical treat me ever have. One time, I perform Minneapolis.
Minneapolis?
Yeah, man.
In our Prince.
Right, yeah, man. Yo, you perform after we, man. That's what I said.
Where the place name again? That Paisley Park. Where the name again?
Yeah, man. I remember the name of the Prince Place. I tell you some man, Morris. I think Morris guy on the guitar.
Yeah.
And Chris McDonald, man, on keyboard.
I remember the place name, though, you know.
Yeah, man. But I tell you some man, I get a musical treat, man.
Yes.
Them hear up on the radio that them don't know all that the level, eh?
No, because them
the poet go on, man. I tell you, I tell you, man. For real, man. So I have to yell up, you know?
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Muta. Keep it up.
All right, midget.
Yeah, man, more musicians to call than the Rasta.
Overgrown midget.
Yeah.
All right, sir, give thanks.
All right, bless the Muta.
Yeah, man, I tell you, nobody can play guitar, though, you know? Believe you me. Can't play guitar. Okay, so we're going to play this tune, you know, until the all right, the same man there, so. So with the starter, as I tell you, we go through Revivalists, and we go through the Kumina, we go through the Mentor, we go through the Reggae, yes, and we don't go through the Ska, but we have a plan for the Ska. We have a plan for the Ska, when I tell you, we have a plan for the Ska. Yeah. All right. Well, there. Warikail. Hey, you know, tell me go see some Rasta man.
Safari, listen to the cutting edge with Mutabaruka. And RFM.
Rasta said to people, Babylon, you don't know what to say.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Yes, Monster, give thanks. Yeah, I want to talk about the brainwashing.
Yeah.
It's really deep now because they brainwash us in religion, and they also brainwash us through education, right? Now, I want to talk about the heliocentric model of the Earth, okay? And make you understand where the brainwashing comes in. Because the whole idea of a globe Earth, right, Muta, came from the Greco-Roman. Saying Pythagoras was a Greek and he was the first one who came up with the idea. He invented the model, right?
Which model is that about?
The globe. The heliocentric model.
Okay.
Pythagoras came up with the idea and the concept, right? And then a couple of years down the line came Nikolai Pythagoras. And you see them man, they are Roman, them a Roman Catholic. Scientists, right? Them a scientists that the Roman Catholic give order to make this decision to give it to the world. So even though we thought that we got away from the religion, they still hold us in our science. And ancient science never showed us a globe Earth. Even in Egypt, they gave us a flat Earth model.
Oh, use one of them and talk about flat Earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Ancient Egypt gave us the flat Earth model.
Which part of ancient Egypt gave a flat Earth? Tell me.
Do you know the philosophy of Nut and Geb?
All right, I can tell you something, brethren. I hear all of them arguments before and all them something there. But you see the things that a man do know, or what about things that scientifically a man do know as it relates to astronomy, it's because him knows say the earth don't flat. Because if the earth is flat, or what about the things that a man do know, even the satellite them up in the air and all them something there, and the telescope we have, where I see through places and things, if the earth is flat, him couldn't get to them something there.
Yeah, but Muta, everybody is scientist now. I can be a scientist.
Everybody
you
is
can be
scientist, brethren. Everybody is a scientist, man.
Yeah, scientist is just a study of the environment. Muta, you go outside and study the environment for yourself. You don't need no...
Wait, hold on there. Science is not just a study of the environment. Science is bringing to light things that is undoubtedly, practically, realistically visible and understandable.
Yeah, Muta, but you can do that for yourself. I mean,
studying of environment. Anthropology is a study of the environment, maritime environment. That is a science in itself. And you call it anthropology. But the science what you are talking about now is not just everybody can just know that science is an environment. What that means.
Yeah, but you can go outside and see it for yourself. You can see that the sun is above you.
Brethren, the earth not flat.
Muta, okay, fine. Okay,
the earth
look,
is
you
not
said
flat.
that, but let me explain to you, because if the earth was spinning...
The earth is not flat.
Okay, Muta, listen to me, man. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Argument where
this is how you think, but
the interest of the people them out there.
If the globe was spinning...
Look here. You try to, long you try to convince me about this, but you want me to say...
Well, you not listen to me say. You not hear me out.
I'm going to make you talk. You want me to say, for the interest of the people out there, I'm going to make you talk.
Okay,
but don't
fine.
try
The globe was spinning and tilting on an axis. You could feel the effects of the world spinning 1,000 miles per hour. We don't feel that. If the world was spinning and tilting 24 hours a day, some point of the day, the things in them in your house will fall off the cabinet. Everything in your house will overturn.
A joke, man. I can ask you a question. If the earth is flat, why when we stand up in Jamaica, we can't see Miami?
But how you can do that, Muta? That's not possible.
When you stand up, when you stand up on the beach, don't you see as far as your eye can see, and it look like nothing out there? And yet, if you take a boat and go out there, you still see far as eye can go, and nothing out there. If the earth is flat, you could have see over the other side of the horizon.
Muta, you can stay from Jamaica, Haiti. You can stay from Jamaica, see Miami. If you use a telescope, you can bring it into vision. If you use a telescope,
the same way the man them use telescope, the same way the man them use a telescope and can show you the movement of stars, them show you the movement of planets, and them show you that the Earth is not flat.
Okay, Muta, listen. If the globe is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, right? An aeroplane could not land on an airstrip because the airstrip will be moving underneath. You will crash.
Brethren, don't try to convince me. Just talk to the people, them.
But you need to talk too. What I'm saying is, if the globe is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour... Don't talk to me because you can't
convince me. Talk to the people, them.
Hey, if the globe is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour from west to east, you don't need to catch an airplane to England. All you have to do is to just hover, and then the earth will spin under you. You don't see that. We don't do that because the earth is stationary, and the sun and the moon and the celestial bodies is what circulate above us. You never feel the earth moving unless it's an earthquake. If the earth was spinning, you'd feel the wind effect. The wind will be blowing in one direction, from west to east. You don't feel that. You see the sun at the east and then the sun above your head everywhere you go. If you go to Australia, the sun is above your head. If you go to England, the sun is above your head. If you go to North America, it's above your head. You know.
All right. Can I say something?
Your program, Muta.
If the earth is flat at the same time.
No, because the sun is moving in a circular around. It's moving in a circuit around us.
So the sun is moving.
Polaris don't move. Polaris is that northern star that every celestial body is rotate around. All that science that they taught us is Greco-Roman science. That is from.
All right. So who taught you that science? All right, so the science what you are taught now. Who taught you that science?
That's something I'm going to observe. I'm going to go outside. Observe it.
Yeah, watch out, brethren. Me and you know, say, I know you come up with that. So don't tell me that. I know something where you observe. It's something where you learn, but just like me. Me hear that reason there already, and it's not you bring up the reasoning. So don't bring that to me about say.
But Muta, if I don't feel the earth moving, how somebody can tell me that? Nobody ever tell me that. I feel the earth is stationary. Look at the United Nations flag, Muta, and you see the outline of it. If you look at this flag, that is the design of how the flat earth, but that's how it looks. If you look at Africa on the globe, right? Every river in Africa should run down. The Great River Nile runs from south to north, up in the Mediterranean. If the earth was a globe...
No, it runs south. It runs...
It runs north.
It runs down to the south. It's them. No, all right. Everybody.
The River Nile runs from the Congo...
This is futile talking.
...to the Mediterranean Sea. If you look at the globe, if the earth was a globe, it would run down into the Pacific.
Any sensible man can come with some sensible reason for make it look logical and sound logical, and that is one of the reasons why you are come with. A sensible youth who's taking another to bring it to the argument, say, Columbus was right, the earth was flat, and the sun did really move. When the Pope tell Galileo say, don't talk no damn foolishness, but it's the earth around the sun. The Pope did really right. That is the earth a move. Is the sun a move?
Yes, the sun is moving.
Yes, and nothing else now move but the sun. And the moon a move. Venus a move.
The moon is moving.
Yes, all of the other planets them a move. Right?
No, there's no planets, Muta. There's no planets. All you have is sun, the stars, and the moon.
Oh, so them not have Saturn and Jupiter and them place there?
No, Muta.
Oh, it's just one planet them have and it's the earth.
So you mean to tell me one man take a picture millions of miles away and capture the whole solar system in a camera?
No, yes, him take a telescope Just like how you say you take a telescope and see something. Him take a telescope.
No.
You ever go to
that you see, I was still brainwashed. Because
me see a man brainwash me when me look to the planetarium and the telescope.
Yeah, but the education that no. Just like them brainwash out in the religion.
Right,
and the same people who teach about Jesus Christ is the Lord.
You ever go to a planetarium yet? You ever go to a planetarium yet? You ever go to a planetarium yet?
If I ever do what?
Have you ever been to one of those planetarium, the places where them have the big telescope them?
No, I never been to that.
All right. You try to tell me, say, me who go and look to one of them big telescopes, you tell me, say, it's white man that fool me. When me look in there, it's white man that fool me if you say it's another planet out there. And that you tell me.
So you see another planet? That's what you're saying?
No, you said there's no planet. No planet not out there.
But Moses, if you see the moon, you're supposed to see Mars.
Oh, you mean you're supposed to can't see Mars?
See the sun, you're supposed to see Mars.
All right. When I ask, wait, may I ask you a question? The telescope.
The telescope. You have to can see Mars.
Yeah, and you hear what I say? Listen to what I say. The telescope, where them have, the planetarium them, where the Russian them are looking at, the Chinese them are looking at, the Belgium them are looking at, everybody are looking at. That telescope where me are looking at, and you see the other planet them, you tell me say it's white people that trick me.
Okay, I don't know about, I can't speak for what you see.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
If me says that, me say. If me says that, me say. You tell me say no, it's illusion, it's white people that trick me.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what you see is not what you see, but I'm saying what they taught us. The sun, you have the sun.
Brethren.
You have Mercury, Venus, Earth.
Yo, when me looking at the telescope, what is it that I am seeing?
Mota, I don't know what you're seeing. That's what I'm saying. I can't see. What I'm saying, what they taught me.
I tell you why I tell you, nothing is not out there. I tell you where I see now, you tell nothing is not out there.
So everything, yes, you can look up and see that now, Mota. Everything that you need to see, you can look up in the sky during the night and see that now.
No, me I talk about other planets.
No.
Alright, so you tell me say not that me I see, so me I ask is what me I see.
Mota, but when I say, if you can see the sun with your naked eye, and Mars is closer than the sun, how you never see Mars with your naked eye?
You know answer what me I say. Me I ask.
But you don't answer me say either.
No, me ask, no, but I immediately ask you a question, you know. Me say it to you.
But I can't tell you what you see. I can't say that's not what you see. I can't say that, Mota. I'm going to answer that already.
No, listen to me.
But I am saying,
listen to me again.
According to what they teach us, according to what they brainwash us with, the sun is in the center of the solar system, which is not true. Mars and Jupiter, which is closer than the sun.
Wait there.
Now, if you can see the sun,
all right, go on.
You of course you can see Mars and Jupiter with your naked eye, and you never see that.
Yeah.
You never see. You can see the stars a million miles away. They claim, but you can't see one space station, which is supposed to be closer.
So them don't have no space station up in the sky then.
No, Mota, because you can't see it with your naked eye.
No, wait there. So you tell me them don't have no satellite up in the sky.
Mota, you ever seen satellite float by?
No, me ask you a question. Them don't have no satellite in the sky.
You see?
No, you can.
Okay, hear me out, Mota. You can trick a man. It's easier to trick a man.
I'm going to lock you. Because everything me ask you, you not answer. Me ask you.
But let's answer you.
Is there any satellite in the sky?
No.
Okay. So all them communication what we have with the cell phone and with
towers, Mota. It's towers.
Not up there.
Towers.
The Chinese them not have no satellite up there.
No.
The American
towers. They communicate with towers.
The satellite. No, me not talk about Earth. Me not talk about the satellite them were in the sky. No satellite not up there.
But you keep asking me that. I'm answering you already.
No.
There's no satellite in the sky.
All right.
Mota, listen to me. It is easier to fool a man than to convince a man that he's been fooled. You know?
Look here, don't tell me Muta, you know. Don't talk to me. Talk to the people who may get a chance to talk to. Don't say
no, but they try to convince you that you were brainwashed even through education.
Talk to the people.
The textbook is as dangerous as the Bible now.
And them are something that them teach you in a school or go
so
up.
Who teach you where you say? Who teach you where you say?
Those who create the system that we live under.
Who teach you send a satellite up in the sky? Who teach you that?
But I never see one satellite. You see stars, right? Okay, tell me something. You see stars, right?
Go outside now and see if you see the plane in the sky.
Okay, hold on there. You see
go
stars,
outside
right?
of your house now and see if you see the plane in the sky.
You can see plane, but you can see a satellite. You can make it eye.
No, you haven't say. Go outside now and see if you see any plane in the sky.
Well, Muta, I'm in North America, so I really can't.
No, go outside and see if you see the plane in the sky.
Okay, fine.
All right, what you know? If me go outside and me not see no plane in the sky, that means no plane in the sky.
Okay, Muta, listen.
6,000.
Okay, yeah, but listen, we talk about space. We talk about the infinite vacuum of space. There is no control in space. Space is a vacuum, so everything's supposed to be like wobbling all crazy all over the place.
Yeah. Who teach you
so
that?
They claim to have a satellite that is orbiting the Earth.
Which black man
right?
teach you that?
So what?
Which black man teach you that?
No, you see, you try to defend the system.
No,
instead you
which black man teach you that?
Because I can't even finish what you say. They have satellite in space. It's orbiting the Earth, right?
No,
and you can't use the naked
man
eye
teach
and
you
see
that? Which black man teach you that?
Teach me what?
But what you talk about? Say no satellite, no sky, no planet, no outlet. So which black man teach you that?
But if you don't see it.
What?
You don't see it. There's space is a vacuum. You can't control nothing in space. Space does not even exist.
Look here, go outside and tell me if you see the sun.
It's nighttime here right now.
Okay, at nighttime right here, so no, I'm not seeing no sun in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't see the blue moon the other night?
I never did see it. I was working.
You think them have a blue moon?
Well, me hear about it.
Wait. If there was a blue moon there last week, if there was a blue moon.
That's what I'm saying. I heard about it.
So, no, me never hear about it. You know, me hear about it, but me ask you a question. If you believe, say, there was a phenomenon in the sky last week where the moon show blue.
I believe I believe it.
You know what?
For the conversation, for the sake of the conversation.
No, me gone, man, because, you know, yeah.
From grassroots to greatness, the digital
FM, brethren, I can tell you something. You are tormented, and you're tormenting me, because I know you very long, and from the other day, it's all you can talk about is that the earth flat. Please don't try to convince me that the earth flat, please. Anytime you see me, make me talk about another subject. Because I realize that every time now, it's like you can't talk about nothing else now. I know you're up on the radio now, it's the same thing now. Me I say, don't try to convince me that the earth is flat. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to think say it's white people trick me. You understand? I can discern for myself. I'm not going to believe say because I accept the thing is, and I can't figure it out, it's white people trick me. People know things now that them never know before. People see things happen to them before and they think a one way and now them think it's a different way. So, where I hold about the sun and really and truly, may I beg you, that's why I don't want to talk to you. Because every time you talk to me now, it's that you talk about. It's like you're obsessed with a flat earth. It's Donald Trump who caused that. Donald Trump causing this flat earth argument for extend itself. Because I don't want to believe in global warming and all these things. Some right-wing Christians telling you, say, the devil make you feel, say, about planet up in the sky and all them something, and you have different planet and all them something. It's a right-wing Christian mindset that is coming with these things. Right-wing Christian mindset. So, I don't into no primitive world. I use a cell phone and I drive a car and I use a computer play my music. I used to play record one time and I stopped playing record now. I record as, oh, this is where I used to play and I have them here now. Right now I have a hard drive with thousands of tunes on it. And in the computer, thousands of, that's what I play. You have cell phone. You have radio. Waves and all these things. You have man I go out into space in a rocket and spend weeks, months. Them send rocket go out there. This is not white people that trick me. So, yes, you know them way there. Alright, sir. Keep cool. We did not play keep cool. That will I play now. What will I play? This will I play. This will I play. I want to give thanks to the moment and the time and the energy. We will be back here at 2 o'clock for the Stepping Razor, the art of war. And we will not be entertaining this subject on the cutting edge, on the Stepping Razor. You understand? A whole heap of people going to believe it because it's all over. It's all over the YouTube. All over the YouTube. A man ever try to prove to you something that is just ridiculous. You understand? It's just ridiculous. When a man says no planet, no out there, no less, no out there, I mean, a joke business. And no satellite, no out there. Where them thought they come from? So you have to me, so now white people are trick me. Look to a telescope and where me I look on. The earth flat. If the earth flat, me suppose you can walk. Me suppose you can see Miami from here, so. Because no mountain and no valley, no mountain, no there between we and like you look on Blue Mountain Peak. You suppose you can turn up on Blue Mountain Peak and see Miami. And not a large extent to Orlando. What is it that we have created because you ever see about plane, if the earth is round, the plane, this and the plane. You know why the man them take certain route when them a fly? When you fly from New York, you think say that straight line the man them take? There's a reason why them take the route, go up and come that long. It just the brethren is obsessed with this conversation nowadays. Last time obsessed. I mean really. Brethren, they must say again. Now you can't go check a doctor Rasta because it's annoying me now. It get annoying because I mean me know that sensible youth. And me understand your enthusiasm for bring across your newfound idea. And you know it's not you bring it up. And you keep a going like say, it's you go find it out because the whole of it is scientists. It's foolishness. The whole of it is not scientists. What you hear, what you say now, you got it from somewhere. Just like how when me say, me get it from somewhere. Me never bring up these things. There's not new one that is. But yet still some things can be proven. You can prove it. You can don't prove it. You can prove it. A man can ask you, if you tell a man that there's no God, him can't come to you and say, prove there's no God. That is madness. If a man tell you say there's God, and you say prove it, then him supposed to can prove it. But if a man say there's no God, you can't come tell him to prove what there's not no where you don't believe say there is. So if I say, I know say, you have things out there. Planets, stars, and you have satellites out there. satellites where make connections work between countries and country. People can remotely control certain things. You have stations where people create communication, make the earth get smaller. No, I can't prove those things. But truth theory ever tell me say the world flat. Or you can prove to me say the world flat. Man did say that for a long time because he never know certain things. I can't go back into that. Because man never know certain things. Why did I say that? As a matter of fact, Columbus, it believes that Columbus himself. But Europeans in general, it feels if them travel too far, they're going to drop off. And that is what's supposed to happen. If you travel too far upon the earth, you're supposed to fall off it if it's flat. You understand that? But where in the world you go, and you can fall off of the earth, and you can look down and see something else out of space. Where in the earth you can go see that? If the world is flat, you're supposed to have an edge at the edge of the earth. And you hear some man say 4 corners of the earth. The reason why them say 4 corners of the world, because them feel that the world is flat. And it have corners. Europeans say 4 corners of the world. There's a story about the gods must be crazy. Where the gods must be crazy with the buckler. We talk about the story all the while. The innocent bushman, them and live them life in harmony and peace. No jailhouse, no war and them thing there. And one man fly a plane and drop a Coca-Cola buckle at the center of the village. And them take the buckle, them don't know what to do with it. Some people are wash with it, some people are blow it, some people are catch water in it. Till them start fight over the buckle, both at one head. And the chief decides I'm going to take the buckle and go throw off at the end of the earth. I'm going to give back the gods them. So the whole story is he might try to find the edge of the earth for give back the gods, the buckle. He never knows how the sky the buckle come from. And really and truly, he never even knows a human being dropped the buckle there. That is how ignorant he was, because there was no understanding of that. No, we understand different now. We understand, say, no care how you walk on the earth, you're not going to find no edge. If the earth is flat, you must have an edge. You must have an edge. There's no edge. What we understand now is what carry it to a next level. That what them did understand them time there. Because we evolve through knowledge, and science is one of the ways that we understand certain things clearer through experiment and through theory. Because when you get a theory, you're in a school and you have a theory and you have a practical. So when you do the thing in a theory, you go in the laboratory and you do it for a practical level and you come out to the conclusion and say this is this and that and that. It's science that. Science try to prove things that people sometimes look to as mystical or really what them call see then my mouth I go on faster than head I go on faster than my mouth. Supernatural, superstitious. I can't. It infuriates me. It infuriates me because it's who I say it. And I'm get obsessed with it. That's why it infuriates me. And I look on the computer and I see all these arguments from some little Christian-minded people, right-wingers, the same people them who don't believe about global warming, just like the conservative them in America now, who don't believe say certain things that happen because a man and do certain things to the planet and make it a react. I can't accept these things, and I get infuriated when I hear these things happening. It's like it has to go back in a Columbus ways. You know much thing me hear Africans say, I may not agree with it. I may hear a white man say another thing about the same thing. I may agree with what the white man say. That's the reality of my life. I'm how I see things. Me hear the Pope say some things, I may agree. The Pope of Rome, me hear him say some things, I may agree with him. Me hear Donald Trump say some things, I may agree with him. Me hear black people say enough things, I me think of foolishness. Because black people have some superstitious belief or ideas that never come from no white person. But it's indelible into them culture. And when you go to Africa, you see those things. I see them do some things in Africa where that me I say, no, me don't know that, you know. Me don't know that. Them things that have nothing to do with reality or miss reality. Some things when me see them do in Africa. And black people, I know white people them get it from. Black people create that out of them own little environment. They call it anthropology and call it culture and you call it religion. Them do it. But when I come here and see people do some things, I may not agree with it. I just may not agree with it. Yet I see white people do some things in relationship to when I see the black people them do. I may agree with what the white people them do. And some stay here. The truth is the truth is the truth. And that's how it go. So, and that's what I understand it from. I understand it from scientific approach. And some people call scientific approach as crazy. Them get crazy about it. So we're there. I wear my brother. My brother, are you be waiting for? I say, you still go outside there, you be waiting for. You know, you be a talk for your come. I talk for you come. I look for the clock. I look for the clock, you know. But, eh? And they say that, oh, you wait for me, don't talk. And me no want to stop talking because me don't see you. If me don't see you, me don't stop talking, you know. Folkry. I realize that. It's pure folkry. A folkry me attack. Pure folkry. I tell you, I child I had pure folkry. Because I brother that piece of folkry me attack. Yeah. To me, is a folklorist. And some people have me out in the motor as a folklorist. I'm a poet. I'm a philosopher. You know, and him is off of the trend like Miss Lou and me a folkry. See it? Folker. Me a folker. That's all. Me talk folkry. Yeah, me chant folkry too. But the bridge that torment me, man. I wonder if I the same bridge in though. No, the same bridge when I talk about the road flat a while ago. Because I wonder if I see him, man, I say all the while and we buck him up on Saturday. And as him see me, so him starting at the conversation, it's like him want to convince me. It's like him just find out something, you know, when a man just find out something and he want to share to the world. And I try to convince, it's like an evangelist.
But not so, I think a lot, a year before last year, I think the last time you hear him call about that.
Brethren, no matter what, I'm not talking about the call when him call me, I'm not talking about when him see me. I don't tell me I call that I will try to figure out about him now, but him is when him see me, the argument where I give me. All of me I do my business, I don't want to talk about that. I have to tell him to brethren, watch you now. Don't try to convince me. Say the world flat. But him go far tonight, you know. Him say no more planet in the sky. Like in the sky. So me want to know when me go up on all them place. When me go to California and pay my big money for look on them telescopes. Look through the telescope and see all them things. Now, when me I look on, white people are trick me. They know me I go like me conscious, so white people are trick me. Oh, that's scared. Me think somebody conscious and well African centered and all them something, and me white people are trick me. I tell me about planet up in the sky and all them something, and satellites in the sky, you know, and the earth flat. Watch a man. You see in the Bible, in the Bible, you know, because it all come back around to the Bible, you know. Because Joshua command the son to stand still. You ever hear that yet? You like quote of the Bible there. Now, if you command the sun to stand still, you are implying that the sun was moving. The sun move, you know. The sun move. Yeah. See there. Or white people are tricky. I'll make you say that, you know. No, I know white people are tricky. Make you say that. It's you are using sensibility. It's where it is with a move. You know, see it? It's not like the earth where I move outside of the thing. Yeah. So we understand that true science. And how we understand true science, because the people them prove it. Who are bringing this knowledge to it, them prove it. Whether it's white people, Indian people, or China people. Because, so you tell me now, say, white people trick the China people them for believe that? And trick the Russian them for believe that? Eh? You tell me, say, some white guy come up with this idea, and China people when not like white people, and the Russian them when not like the American them. Believe that? And them not have for them scientists who can prove that. All the people them that say that, you know, don't prove it, you know. It's theory, it's a philosophy. It's becoming almost like a religion. Because most of the people them believe this thing. It's religious people. I tell you, you know, it's right-wing Christian people that come up with these things, you know. Just like how the Christian them come up and say, Joshua command the son to stand still. And when a man say, no, it's not so it go. Them exile him on a little island, Galileo, the Pope do that. And over the years, the church come up with these arguments because them kill anybody who counteract what in the Bible. But now you have some sensible people now, who feel say them sensible. Well, them are counteract the Bible too, you know, but them are fall in line with where the church decide. Are you come to cutting edge? Are you come to the cutting edge? Sensible brethren? Eh? Yeah, them are run between the line now. And I tell you about, say, the African, them didn't know, the African didn't know to the front of the road. The African, them build pyramid half of where them see up now the sky half of the stars, them. Where them to the stars, them set a certain way, and they will line it, and they will line it up with the stars, the man, they will tell me to the star go down up the neither. I mean, deluded mind, as close to the star. The sun is the nearest star to the earth. I just saw. And you have a moon over there, so some of you ask me if you have a blue moon. Because last week, them did have the moon, just like our eclipse, the eclipse. The eclipse up, you know. Over a period of time, you have eclipse, you know. You see ancient people, when them see all them things, when all the moon turn red and all, them things are Bible prophecy are fulfilled, you know. Yeah, say the earth are going to end now because Revelation, the moon shall be turned to blood. You know what time the moon turned to blood since that, right? You know what time the moon turned blood since that, right, in the Bible? All of them are saying that the Bible not come to pass, that's all. But that may I show you now, say, last week, the moon did show blue. Me never see it neither, but me tell people, anybody who see it must call me. And people call me from England and see people call me from America and see it. So that means I lie them people that tell me. Me know my brother Mandingo and a liar. And the sister will call me from upstate New York there. No, but why am I like a call me come tell me to that? No, the moon, blue. Them say the next time, the next 10 years time, it's going to happen again. Just like the eclipse of them have and them things. I say no, white people have fooled me with that. Well, white people don't know. This the moon for sure. Like David Copperfield. You know David Copperfield? You don't know David Copperfield? You have a brother named David Copperfield, you know. He will put a big jumbo jet outside and so. And then make it disappear and put something over it, so cover it. And when them dry it, way, the plane not there. When you look, you see an empty space. And then make something drive through the space. Yeah, well, this brother named Copperfield, I tell you about him. He make, you see the part where the plane is there? That's when them cover the plane and take off the thing off of the plane, and you don't see it. He want to prove to the plane out there. He make a big truck drive in the space of the plane there. And the truck drive there and a bounce up and nothing. Me don't know how him do it, but me know say it have an explanation. Because him have a whole heap of people that work with him. Then me no can do some little trick and when me tell you how it go, you're not frightened. You understand? Yes. The first time me see man I put fire upon them, most of that solar fire. Me I wonder what me I do. And my sister me I do it right in front of 10,000 people. Now me don't take the fire and put it on my foot so. And I say, well, I Muta put the fire upon them foot.
Like heat the fire, that is up.
You know what's man I eat fire yet? You don't know how them do it? Me not tell you how them do it, man. Because I go box food out of the people in their mouth. You go box food out of the people in their mouth. But anyway, the point is that science is real, man. Science is real. Yep. And the people them who did hold fast to those views never know the cosmology of how the universe. See? All of them just speculate. You have people who did kind of figure it out still, you know. But so when we reach now in science, a lot of things we do have to speculate. When it comes on to cosmology, we do have to speculate again. When it comes on to astronomy, we do have to speculate. Because certain things was invented because of the knowledge of the astronomy and cosmology. We prove them things there. You understand? Anyway, may I take up your time, you know. We're gone. Give thanks to Matrix for give away. Time over. Even them did not take part in the conversation too. We're gone, you know. We're going to play about this tune and go away.